All right, so we're going to finish up the process now. You've already created the citation in Noodle Tools, and you've entered in the applicable information about who wrote the article, what the article is called, all that good stuff. So now we are going to continue on. We're going to edit the source. That's where I was. You'll probably still be a couple steps ahead of me. So here it says save and add annotation. Sounds good. So here is where I can annotate or give notes or more information to better explain why I'm using a certain source. So my first section is going to be all about why this source is a credible, appropriate source. So I'm going to write, I used Gale Virtual Reference Library because it is a school-approved source and South Windsor High School pays for it. So I know the information is reliable. You can write whatever you want there. Don't plagiarize what I wrote. For the second section, I need to talk about the information that I actually learned from the database. So go back to that original chart, and here I see this information that I got from the database, which was directly copied and pasted. So now I got to put it in my own words. And I'm going to pause this just so that you can add. It's done. All right, I'm back. So I wrote the information that I learned from Gale Virtual Reference Library focused on the social hierarchy during colonial times in Antigua. And basically I just reworded, paraphrased all of the information that I had in my charts. Now, the next section, the final section, is how did the information I learned from my cultural research impact, deepen, clarify my understanding of the story. So I go back to my trusty chart, and now I can grab all of this interpretation, which was already in my own words, and bring it back to Noodle Tools. I wrote a sentence because I felt like it. And now I realize the formatting is messed up, but I'm going to fix it later. Oop, I can fix it now. So I am going to save and close. All right. So it takes me to this screen where I can see that the citation exists, that I can check it off. Cool. So what is next? If I go to options and I edit this annotation. Oh, no, never mind. I was just kidding. So here I am on this page with this information. I'm actually going to print or export. I think I check it. And then I'm going to print or export to Google Docs. And this is where it gets exciting because Noodle Tools is now going to generate the final product. It titled it. Here's the doc. I didn't have to do anything. But as I'm looking at it, it really doesn't look right because I see that that first paragraph of annotation is not formatted correctly. So I'm just going to bring it down. And I don't like extra spaces. So I'm going to get rid of the extra spaces as well. All right. So now for my works cited, I can see this information. It's got my source that I have found using Gale Virtual Reference Library, and I have my 3 different types of thinking about why I used it and how it was helpful. This is what you are going to be uploading onto Google Classroom and to Turnitin.com sometime next week.